What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, let's talk about earnings. We have our first season officially under our belt for this new ranked play system, and I wanted to share what my overall earnings were over the past roughly 2 weeks. So this is for season 130. It comes in at the beginning of March when we had the ranked changes go into play. Now that we are still awaiting the reward changes, and I want to jump into that in a second. But you can see here, shout out to Splex for having all this nicely laid out. You can see that overall I earned 1,054 SPS for my battles and another 211 SPS in reward chests. Now, in total, that got me to about 37, we'll say like $37 in total, right? 30.97 plus 6.03, that's $37 total. That is a monetary or financial reward right off the get-go. I can unstake that and immediately go to the market. Well, unstake it. Once it becomes unstaked after 4 weeks, I can then go to the marketplace and sell it. Whereas everything else is soulbound reward cards or merits or other, other things like that, or potions, which again don't have any monetary value. So in looking at this and extrapolating it out, I can say, at least for this season, right, I made $37 roughly, right? And you multiply that by 2 because we have roughly 2 seasons per month, and that gets you up to like $72. Now, I made a post several months ago talking about how I was making $100 a month playing Splinterlands. So this is obviously not a great thing for me to be going down in value. But then again, at that time, SPS was also over 3 cents versus now where it's at like 2.5 cents or struggling to stay at 2.5 cents if it's there. So it was a different time in the market, but there are some things that I do want to call out, namely being the reward rework that is upcoming, hopefully at the beginning of April. The team mentioned it during their last town hall that they are hoping to have this reward rework in. And one of the big things that's going to happen is that you will no longer have SPS in reward chests. You will have all of that SPS pool get dumped into the battle chest, which means technically this should double, right? Assuming I stay roughly around the same level. And for me, that was like anywhere between gold 1 and diamond 2, right? I just kept fluctuating back and forth, but that's how many battles, that's how much SPS I won with all the battles that I played. I didn't pay for any extra energy, and I don't think that I left any energy on the table. It never gets to 50 plus, right? So, for me, this was a relatively solid kind of guideline for what the season could bring. So you think about the fact that, okay, let's look at this now and this math specifically. We're only looking at the 1,054, which comes out to about $31. Now you multiply that by 2 for the doubling of the reward pool, and you're at $62. On top of that, you do 2 seasons per month, and now we're actually over $120 per season. And as it stands, one of the big things that I want to mention too, that Matt had called out in both a post in the official announcements as well as on the recent town hall, is we need to get away from, or sorry, not we need to get away, but like the reward pool was tapped into very heavily at the beginning of this first season of the new ranked play. He was expecting, 1 to 2 seasons before the reward pool started to work itself out and wasn't drained so much, and that he actually expected rewards to rise, SPS rewards to rise. So in a way, not only am I looking at this and saying, okay, well, I'm going to be able to make $120 per month off of the SPS that will be coming from the other reward pool, right? The reward pool for chest originally, that's now going to get combined with battles. But if overall if overall the amount of SPS that you win per battle starts to go up once the reward pool is normalized, even better. And to think of this, with SPS being between 2.5 to 3 cents, wherever this calculation ended up at, if SPS were to go up, now that's where things get really interesting. Because if you're earning $120 a month with SPS at 2.5 cents, we're obviously entering into a really hopefully fun part of the bull market coming up. And my hope is that SPS is not going to be at 2.5 cents. My hope is that it's going to be significantly higher. And that's where that's where the fun really starts to come in when you think about the earnings. So just wanted to share more of my journey here. Again, I haven't spent a ton of money in terms of leveling up my deck following this. I did burn some Gladiator cards, and I maxed out a couple of summoners, namely Thaddeus Brood and Astral Entity. Talked about that on a recent live stream. But I haven't poured money into maxing out my deck. I'm still playing with what I have, and I think it'd be interesting for me to do a video kind of calculating my APR, right? What's the return I'm getting with the collection that I have, with the SPS that I have, and the rewards that I'm earning now, which again, this month, we're rolling up to like $72, right? If that ends up being the case. But with the new reward rework coming up next month, this could be significantly higher. And that's something that I'm looking forward to, especially if SPS is, going to participate at some point in this bull run. That'd be really nice. But, that being said, we don't know what the future brings. This is where I'm at right now. It's just a snapshot in time. None of this is financial advice. I just wanted to share with you where my earnings were at and why I believe, even though this month is kind of an anomaly in the sense that we're in a transitional phase, I do actually think that I'm earning more overall than I was just a couple of months ago, and that's with SPS lower in value, right? Lower in price USD terms than it was a couple of months ago. So exciting stuff ahead. I plan to continue playing, and if you enjoy these updates, I will continue to do them from time to time. But I just think it's important for us to be talking about the earnings here because Splinterlands does have a very solid play to earn model. Where you can actually earn from every battle won. Not many other games are offering something like this, and at least not in a mature way, the way that Splinterlands is. And again, I'm not trying to paint Splinterlands as like the savior, that it's perfect. It is absolutely not. But one thing that has been working since I have joined in 2021 was the earnings per battle. And so the hope is, going into a bull run or being part of a bull run now, if we see SPS start to go up, these numbers could start to look pretty fantastic. And I'll tell you this, I mean, my kind of, I don't like to do price, predictions, but since I've put it out there in the past, I'll say it again, my hope, and again, this is not a prediction, it's just a hope that SPS can hit 10 cents at some point this bull run, right? Do a 4X from 2.5 cents up to 10 cents. I mean, if I can turn the 120 that I'm earning into 480 or close to $500 per month playing a video game, yo, come on, that's pretty crazy, right? That's actually pretty good. Not to mention the fact that all of this SPS immediately gets staked and earns me more SPS from the staking rewards, as well as vouchers. And then for anybody following what's happening with Arcade Colony, kind of the sister project of Splinterlands, there will be an airdrop for that as well if you have SPS staked. So again, I'm simplifying it, but I'm also trying to say that there's a lot of other factors that come in to how much is being earned overall. And to me, this is a very good sign as we are hopefully heading into the throes of a full-on bull market in 2024 and 2025. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.